Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another virtual Wargaming live battle report. I am your host Nicholas, and today I am playing a 1250 point game of Warhammer 40k 3rd edition between Chaos Space Marines and Witch Hunters. In my last game of 40k, I believe that I said that Orcs were my childhood army, and that is 100% true. I absolutely loved them, but Chaos and Sisters of Battle were my two, runner-up armies. I actually started collecting a Chaos Space Marine army way back in the day, right before they released the new book that replaced the one that I'm using today, and I was absolutely devastated when they took out all the fun stuff about Chaos and they made it so bland and boring to play. And I asked my friend who I was getting ready to play with at the time if I could play with the old rules, and he was like, no, I will only play with the most up-to-date rules, and my desire to play 40k just plummeted immediately, and that army died on the spot. Witch Hunters, on the other hand, had no support back in the day. You could, barely buy any of their models, and so I just, didn't realize that they were a real army in some ways, even though I loved them conceptually and wanted to play them. So finally going back to 3rd edition and getting to play the two armies that I really, really wanted to play is I'm gonna say a dream come true, honestly. So for today's scenario, we're just doing the cleanse scenario again. I am not ready to think about victory points or anything like that. I'm just kind of here to smash toy soldiers together and have a good time. So with that out of the way, let me go ahead and introduce the armies real quick. So leading the Chaos Space Marines, we have a Chaos Lord. He has the Ether Lance, which is like a power weapon, but also a flamer, like a really cool flamer. He has Daemon Armor, it's a +2 armor save, and Daemon Flight. He has a jump pack, basically. It's a pretty straightforward build, but I think it's going to do a lot for me. In addition to that, I have 20 Chaos Space Marines. These guys all have bolt pistols and close combat weapons, except for 2 of them, here and here, who have plasma guns. And one of these is an aspiring champion, but I didn't label him, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right this second. And there we go, aspiring champion right there. We also have for second troops a unit of 5 Space Marines. They have regular bolters, except for this one who has a las cannon. I don't have special weapon icons yet. I should really figure out how to make some. I don't know what I'd want to everything be represented by. So right now they just have the little musician icon to tell me they have a special weapon, and as you can see, it shows you the name of them here. So there's gonna be a lot more checking things. That's just what happens with new games. In addition to that, for elites, we have 8 possessed Chaos Space Marines, and these guys have the demonic mutation, which I believe gives them an extra attack. I'm going to double check that real quick on my notes. Yes, +1 attack, and they also innately have demonic strength, so these guys are really, really tough in close combat, and that is where they're running to. In addition to that, we have, let me pull back my notes, 5 Raptors over here. They have 3 Flamers, and the aspiring champion has a combi flamer. So there is a turn where we can pop 4 flamers, probably just going to dump them all into this big unit of sisters here. Which, speaking of which, I need to grab my flamer template. I will be back in just a moment. Alright, so now I have my flamer template once again. And then that's just going to sit over here. So we have, as I said, 5 Chaos Raptors, and then for heavy support we have 5 Chaos Havocs, 4 of them have heavy bolters, and then this monstrosity that is the Chaos Defiler. I hate him, but I also love him at the same time. He looks horrendously stupid, but this is, I think, the best I could manage with Hero Forge without spending an inordinate amount of time on it. So I've just awkwardly fused 2 Space Marines together and given them the massive head that a Defiler has. I really like it, actually. The more I stare at it, the more it grows on me. Alright, so then on the Witch Hunters side, so this is a purely Sisters of Battle army. So leading the army, you have the Palatine. She has an Inferno Pistol, a power weapon, and a Rosarius. And she has a retinue of Celestians, which includes a Veteran Superior, and 2 Melter Guns. These ones, I believe, I don't know if they have a choice. They have bolters. I'm putting bolters on everything where I have the choice to. In addition to that, we have 2 units of Battle Sisters. The first one over here, 10 sisters, 3 units of Battle Sisters, 2 that are only 10 models each. So this one has a flamer and a heavy flamer. We're basically just going to close in and flamer as much as we can. Then we have up here a unit of 10 who have 2 storm bolters. Finally, we have a unit of 20 that also has 2 storm bolters, and I think these guys are just going to stand their ground and open fire on turn 1. In addition to that, we have a unit of 5 Celestians with a storm bolter and a multi-melter. So we're probably also parking these guys in a spot and just opening fire and hoping for the best. Finally, we have a Dominion squad in an immolator. They have 4 melter guns on them, and again, we're just zooming around the flank, hopefully. We have a Retributor squad over here with, once again, 4 heavy bolters. I don't like having too much... Okay, sorry, let me restart this position. I like just bringing guns. I think just dudes with guns is the core of 40k. I know the objectively correct way to play is to bring as much high strength, high armor penetration as you can, and just like obliterate your opponent, and I find that conceptually very unappealing. So I just go lots of guns, which is why we have just heavy bolters on both of our heavy units here. It's why, like, yeah, I have a las cannon, yeah, I have some flamers, but like, a lot of my stuff is sort of just making the assumption that bring enough anti-tank for the tanks and bring lots of gun for everything else. Anyway, finally, speaking of anti-tank, we have a penitent engine. Technically, to bring a penitent engine, you need a priest. I don't have a priest. I said, screw it, it's my game, I can make whatever rules I want, and I'm going to ignore that rule. So that is our armies, and we have, for the first turn, it is the Chaos Space Marines. So let's jump right into it. And I'm going to start off, unsurprisingly, by trying to actually correctly select these, not you. And we're going to push 6 inches forward with these guys. We are then going to push our possessed Space Marines forward 6 inches around this way. And then this guy can sort of weave around and, like, honestly, Sentinel there is fine. These guys want to remain up here because I want them stationary to get the las cannon off and maybe some extra shots that way. Alright, the Walker. Okay, so realistically, what I should have actually done is moved these. Alright, I'm going to actually scoot this back. I'm going to actually play this objectively the correct way. So we're going to move him this way, and I'm going to move him like 6 inches, like so. And we're going to change his facing just a little bit. And then these guys are going to scoot down more this way. Probably a bit dangerous, but that's okay. And then our Raptors are going to fly 12 inches down here. I'm going to actually play it... Oh, how do I want to do this? I'm actually going to fly them back a little bit. So my fear... I'm actually going to measure this right now. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to be in range of these guys if they remained in position to fire. They can't fire through here, but like a few of them can still see. So I want to sort of force them to come forward, and then we'll fly in and just flamer them next turn is the plan. And so the Chaos Lord is going to similarly fly like this. He's actually going to fly further back, even. And we will get him in eventually, is the plan. So that is the end of the movement phase. The Chaos Defiler. Okay, I'm going to start with Chaos Defiler for shooting. And then, no, I'm going to start with the Havocs. So the Havocs have heavy bolters, which are 36-inch range. So that can go straight into this big clump of sisters. I think that's probably going to be the best spot for it. Is that correct, actually? Let me see my other options. Because I can hit these, I can hit these, I can hit the Celest. Oh, the Celestians are obviously actually the best decision here. So we're going to hit this unit of 5 Celestians. If we can kill a multi-melter off the bat, then this Chaos Defiler is like significantly safer. So that's going to be 12 attacks that will hit on their ballistic skill 4, so that's going to be 3s. This is a strength 5 weapon. I need to double check the shooting, the like strength wound chart real quick, because obviously I know what the Warhammer Fantasy one is, but I don't know what the 40k one is off the top of my head. And I have actually successfully just filibustered until I reached this chart. So yep, 2+. Exactly the same. And then this is a AP4 weapon so they will not be, they'll be getting the saves. So let's go. Oh, I forgot that I am currently on this color. So the reason my color has changed is because I am currently also in a role-playing campaign again, finally. And green is the color that I use the dialogue for my character with. So random trivia, I guess. No, I'm not going to tell you any more about that game. But if you see the green dice in the future, that is why. So, when do morale checks happen? I think they happen at the end of the turn? I'm going to quickly double check that. Okay, yes, I have concluded that it is, in fact, if they take 25% or more casualties in the shooting phase, which is true, and then you test at the end of the phase to find out. So if they flee, I don't think they're coming back. And if they stay in the fight, then there's a decent chance the Chaos Defiler dies. But hey, that's the game. Alright, so, then these guys don't have range on anything. But I do have a single las cannon, but it can't see these two because of the trees. I think the answer might actually be to fire at the one remaining Celestian and hope to try and kill her off. And like cross our fingers and actually hang on. I only have one las cannon, right? Yes, I do. And it's only going to be one shot. Yeah, so maybe actually we hit something else. Do we? Hang on, let's see. What are these guys in range? So none of the other guys are actually in range. I think actually, yeah, we're going to fire at this unit. Okay. Done faffing about. I've made my decision. We hit. We wound. She dies. Does she die? Do they have a Shield of Faith rule? No, it's only against psychic powers is what Shield of Faith applies to. Okay. The rest of the shooting phase. Are these guys within 12 inches? Nope. They're not? Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, lucky for them, actually, because they would get absolutely shredded if they were. And then these guys have... I guess this guy has a bolter, doesn't he? He can't shoot that bolter, right? Yeah, of course. So that just brings us to the Chaos Defiler, who is not in flamer range, so he only gets to fire 2 weapons. And we are saying that he doesn't have line of sight over, so he has... I'm going to pick this unit, I think. Okay, so the Chaos Defiler Battle Cannon is a 1 shot, but it's a blast, and the Reaper Autocannon is 2 shots. Okay, and Twin Linked. Oh, very nice. Okay, so the Battle Cannon first, we're going to roll to hit. And we'll hit on a 3-up. Alright, we hit. And then the Blast Marker. I'm going to have to quickly check how Ordnance works, so I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I am back and I have quickly realized, actually, I'm an idiot. Ordnance weapons cannot be fired if you move, but that's okay. I want the Chaos Defiler to get into melee. I want him to be cutting things up. Conceptually, I like the idea of that, and also, like, he has a flamer. So, we're going to shoot 2 shots into... I think we want to try and take out from this unit as much as possible. We want to, like, disallow as many units as possible from, like, doing anything good. So we roll our misses, we wound on 2s, they save on 3s still, unfortunately. Go. Nothing. Okay. This is what I get for not reading the rules in full. I could, like, say I can undo it, but I'm not going to do that, because I think there's a decent chance he dies next turn anyway. So that is the end of this turn. We need to make a check for these 2. And that's a 9. I think that's going to be a fleeing unit, actually. Oh, nope. Celestians have a leadership of 9. Never mind. She is actually totally fine. So that brings us to Sisters of Battle movement phase. First things first, we are going to push this Battle Sister squad up. We are going to... How are we going to move this Celestian squad? Because I don't want to... Okay, actually, let's start with the Penitent Engine. So she rolls 2d6 and picks the highest. 6. Okay, cool. So she goes 6 inches straight through. And then she is supposed to go an extra 1d6 inches forward. I'm not actually sure how this is supposed to interact. I'm going to take it as she is allowed to do this on the back of the difficult terrain. So because difficult terrain says the maximum distance you can move is the dice roll, I'm going to make the bonus movement count as bonus movement on top of that, but I'm not certain if that's correct. So please forgive me if I'm doing things horrendously wrong. The immolator is going to go 12 inches forward. Right like so, and then we're going to, whoops, not clear facing, we're going to just face it this way. Do I want to disembark them? That's a good question. No, because they couldn't move this turn. And I'm not really, I want to keep them in the safety. Basically, the idea is they're going to hop out and just melt or blast whatever's closest to them. So these girls are going to go around the difficult terrain. These girls are going to remain in stationary. This girl's going to remain stationary. These girls are all going to remain stationary because I want my heavy bolters to fire at this. So we're going to actually very carefully push this unit forward. So we're going to actually, hang on. And let me revert that. I want the Palatine at the front, so we're going to move like this. And then cram in as many sisters at the back as we can. But like, it's okay if they don't get a great line, and then yeah, I can still see with these four, who are the only ones who really matter for this situation. So that is going to be the end of my movement phase. Let's get into the shooting. I'm going to start right here with the Celestian. She's firing her multi-melter at the Chaos Defiler. It is, I believe, going to be more than 12 inches away. So she has ballistic skill of 4, so she's going to hit on 3s, and then we'll have to roll for armor penetration. So that's going to be a 5 that hits. And then the strength of a multi-melter is 8. So we're going to do d6 plus 8, 9. Okay, that's not going to penetrate anything, unfortunate. But that's okay. That's to be expected. Next shots. These girls are in range, actually, so we can fire the 2 melter guns as well. I don't think the Inferno Pistol's 12-inch range? Since when is... Okay, cool, whatever. That doesn't feel right. Give me a second, I'm gonna go double check that, actually. Okay, I was correct to be suspicious. I had not updated my notes fully from the previous game, where I used the Space Marine list as a basis for this, because it's easier than making a brand new set of notes, and I forgot to update that fully. Okay, so let's real quick have a look at the Acts of Faith available to me. Doesn't look like anything matters to me for this one. Yep, nothing matters for this unit, so we're going to go ahead and fire at 2 of those. I will roll individual attack step, 2's hit on 3s. Only 1 success. I can just do the d6 plus 8 again. 11, which is not enough to beat the Defiler's armor of 12 on the front. Yep, so nothing. Unfortunate, but expected. Next up, we have... I'm going to do this unit next, because they're going to be firing at the Possessed Space Marines. So we're going to see we are in half range with everyone. That's fantastic. So this is 8 bolters and 2 storm bolters. Storm bolters are just assault 2, I believe. Which is so fascinating to me, like the, because obviously we didn't have rapid fire 2 back in the day. It was either rapid fire or not rapid fire. And so it's just like really fascinating to me that the way they did storm bolters was just, you get 2 shots with them. Okay, where's my storm bolter line? There it is. Yep, okay, assault 2, cool. So that's going to be 8, 10, 12. That'll hit on 3s because we're ballistic skill 3. Wound on 4s, they'll save on 3s. Go. Nothing. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Next up, heavy bolters. That's going to be 12 shots. We'll hit on 3s, we'll wound on 3s, and save on 3s. Go. 3 dead Space Marines. Fantastic. And then finally, not finally actually, but next I'm going to do the Flamer. And I believe I'm free to do it in any direction I want. Okay, so I'm going to send this to back real quick. So so I can see how I'm hitting things. That's going to be probably the most of them that I can reasonably hit. Yeah, that'd be correct. Okay, let me check how flamers work for this game. Do they work like the same? Does the template work the same way it does in Warhammer Fantasy? Is my big question. All right, so the answer is actually that anything that's touched by it is hit automatically. So like even this guy is hit. Really, that's honestly kind of insane. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys hit automatically. And then let me check my notes for how much damage this is going to do. It's a heavy flamer. Where am I here? Flamer, strength 5, so that's going to be wounds on 3s. So, how many did I say? 8, yep, 8. Hits on 1, wounds on 3s, saves on 3s, go. 2 dead. And we have to pull from amongst this unit, so that's okay, we're going to pull there. Next up, these girls, they aren't in range. The flamer isn't in range if I drop it from the immolator, so nope, that's not going to work. So it's going to be these girls, and we're just going to dump everything into these approaching Space Marines. So let's see, they're all at long range still, so it's going to be 22 attacks. Terrifying, actually. 22 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 4s, and save on 3s. Go. Only one guy dead. Okay. Not a big deal then, actually. I pulled this guy I wasn't meant to. I'm going to undead this man. I'm going to dead this man instead. Okay, but that is still more than 25%, so we're going to have to take a morale check at the end of this phase, which is right now, actually. So, morale check for these guys. 2d6, 6, yeah, they're totally fine. I need to check my numbers, and then I am forced in the assault phase to charge with the penitent engine. Straight in. So in they go, and then I need to check if I get to consolidate in immediately. Man, it's kind of weird to me that like 40k is just like, yeah, you start the fight and you start fighting immediately. Turn 1, yeah, get into close combat. That's cool. Okay, yep, I remember being a little bit surprised by this, but you don't actually move on the turn that you get charged. Or rather, you don't move as soon as you get charged. You move after the charge is complete. So, I get an extra +1 for charging, and we go in initiative order, which is going to be probably initiative 3 for the penitent engine, and initiative probably 4 for the Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, initiative 4. So that's going to be every model within 2 inches. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about this guy? Nope. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. This guy has an extra attack, so 14, 15 attacks. I don't like the sound of this, but also I know that they have a good front armor. They have 11 front armor, so it's going to take a lot too. I actually think these guys can... No, they can't actually do any damage, can they? Because they're only strength 4. Maximum they could do is 6. Yeah, so they can't even damage. I don't know why I'm rolling. I'm not going to roll is the answer. Wait, is that actually correct? I'm going to double check that real quick. I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so actually it looks like they do get to attack because any damaging hit or any damage roll counts as a single wound. And that is really important for determining if they run away or not. So we're going to get the 15 attacks that will hit on 3s, I believe, because this is... I don't actually know what the... Oh no, we'll hit on 4s because that is weapon skill 4. 5 hits, they can't do any damage because they don't have high enough strength, but that is still 5 wounds. The penitent engine theoretically has to try and hit. They do 1d6 attacks. Okay, so they have 2, 3 for charging. Let me see. Okay, so it doesn't get a bonus for the extra combat weapon, so it's only going to be 3 attacks being made today, but this is strength 10. This is, I believe Dreadnought close combat weapons ignore armor as well. I'm going to double check that real quick. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so that is going to be 3 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 2s, save on 7s, go. Nothing. Rest in pepperonis, and then they get to consolidate, which means they can, anyone who's not in base contact can move up to 3 inches to get closer. And this is basically just going to let them pile in and realistically probably never successfully kill it. But you know what? That's okay. The point, I'd say the point isn't to kill it, the point is actually to kill it, but like we can get probably the Chaos Lord over here to kill it soon will be the best bet. But there is no morale check for this because Dreadnoughts don't make morale checks. So that is the end of the turn. That's going to be end of turn 1. Goodness, that was a long first turn. But let's get started on the second turn. So we have, because that's Chaos Space Marine's going to shimmy up this far. Chaos Defiler is actually going to hold his ground because I want to blast the shit out of these Battle Sisters in the coming turn. And then realistically, like, we can assault the Palatine and shit next turn. Also, we have all these guys up here. I'm holding this one because I want the las cannon to fire at the Immolator, but we can swoop these guys in. So we're going to go 12 inches forward. We're probably going to eat Melt-A-Gun to the face, but that's okay. And the Chaos Sword is going to swing 12 inches this way. And please tell me he can assault in. I don't think he can technically. I guess technically, arguably, he could join this unit though. With the assault. I don't think that works. I will make a decision later in the turn, is what I'm going to do. And that's going to be the end of my movement for the turn. So let us see. Let's go ahead and fire our flamers first, I think. So it's going to be 1. I feel as though there is a rule about multiple flamers. I'm going to double check that real quick. Okay, so I was incorrect. There is no such rule. However, you are required to place it so it hits the maximum number, which is very fascinating to me. So that's going to be 5 sisters with that one. I think we can only get 3 with this guy. Yeah, it's only going to be 3. I feel like this one's not actually going to be touching. And this guy can only get 2. And we're not going to use the Combi Flamer yet. So that was... Actually, let's roll these individually. So this guy was getting 6, I think, was the cap. Yeah, this guy can get 6. So we're going to go ahead and roll that first. 6 hits on 1s, wounds on, I believe, 3s. I'm going to double check that real quick. I keep closing all my books that I need. Yep, hits on, wounds on 3s, saves on 3s, go. 3 wounds, okay, that's pretty bad actually for me. And then we're going to move this one down to here. And my finger is misaligned for the correct thing. So that's going to be hitting 3, so we're going to go roll attack, not you, roll attack, 3, 1, 3, 3, go, nothing. And this guy only hits 2. So he gets to make 2 attacks, hit on 1, wound on 3, save on 3, go, nothing. And then finally we have this raptor and this guy. They both are just like bolt attacking. So that's going to be 2 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 3s, save on 3s, go. 1 more dead, and which I'll pull from the back. Alright, so these guys are almost certainly dead in the next turn because they did not do enough damage. Let's see then. The Chaos Defiler next, I think? Yeah. Okay, so blast templates off the top of my head at 1.5, so we're going to fire at this unit with the ordnance. That is a miss. He has missed with his battle cannon. That is unfortunate. I'm going to double check real quick how blast weapons work for that. Okay, yep, so no results when you miss. Unfortunate. Next up, let's go with the... I'm going to go with these guys. Possessed. They're within range, and they have 8 of them. 8. They have bolt pistols. That's going to be 8 attacks. Hit on 3s, wound on 3s, save on 3s, go. Nothing. Expected. Las Cannon. Las Cannon's going to fire at the Immolator. It's going to be 1d6. We have hit. 1d6 plus 9. 10. That's not going to be enough, is it? Because that's going to be side armor? Well, maybe. I don't know what the Immolator side armor is off the top of my head. Side armor is 11. Not enough. Next up, the Havocs. Alright, we're just going to unload into... No, we're going to unload into the Celestians, actually. I want to try and kill this squad if I can. It's unfortunate to keep the Multi-Melter alive. Is the Multi-Melter more valuable to kill than... No, I think I want to try and wipe the Celestian squad if I can. Because if I can send the leader and these girls fleeing, that's more damage taken off the board. So, 12 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 2s, save on 3s, go. 2. Not enough, unfortunately, to send them fleeing. But these girls do have to make a leadership check. And they have passed, so they're totally fine. Okay, the assault. Let me check the rules for assaulting, and I will be back once again in a moment. I apologize, there is so much stopping and starting and to check rules. It's just like, I want to get it right. Okay, so yes, the answer is they have to join and leave the unit in the movement phase, and they are not allowed to assault like by piling in behind a unit. Basically, they have to make contact with the enemy, which is why I'm leaving a little gap. So next turn he can swing in and then just walk in and hopefully kill the Penitent Engine himself. Because I think he's... The only way this unit is getting out of combat is if he comes in and kills it. Or they start running away, I guess. So that is going to be... That's not available, but this is... So we're going to assault here. 6 inches in. We're going to pull as many guys forward as we can. So we're going to do move like this. And then that is going to be an absolute massacre, most likely. You are a distance away. If he had moved forward, actually, he could have fired and then probably charged, but that's okay. These guys, I know, are more than... No, that's not contact. Actually, hang on, let me check. Nope, that's not contact. Okay, so they're not quite close enough to charge. So that's going to be the only charge that I have. That's going to be 1, 2, this is 8 guys. I know it's 8 guys. They have 2 attacks. They have combat weapons. Oh, wow, that's so many attacks. That's going to be 4 attacks each. 8 times 4, 32. Yes, 32. They are going to hit on 3s because this is weapon skill 4 versus weapon skill 3. I need to look this up. I know these numbers off the top of my head. 3s to wound and 3s to save. Go. Oh, that is a massacre. 5 dead sisters. The remaining sisters fight back. 5 attacks. They'll hit on 4s. They will wound on 5s. And they'll save on 3s. Nothing. Yeah, I didn't think so. Over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 guys. 14 guys, each with close combat weapons, so that's going to be 28, that's going to be 29 because there's a aspiring champion in there. No, there's 2 guys that don't. It's going to be 27, actually. My bad. They'll hit on 4s, and they won't wound or anything. So actually, I don't do this one, I do this one. 27 attacks, hit on 4s, go. 11 successes, so somehow they have to, to win, she has to inflict 11 kills, which she can't do with 2 attacks, but 2 attacks that hit on 4s, wound on 2s, save on 7s, go. 2 more dead. Chaos Space Marines. Okay. So then, morale check for these girls. Let's see how they do. 9, that is actually going to be a fail, so that will mean that they fall back 2d6 inches. And then these guys are going to sweeping advance. They don't make it, so 4, 5. So these guys go 7 inches directly back. really unfortunate, actually. And then these guys get to consolidate 3 inches. I'm actually going to like consolidate to pull them all into a formation, kinda. We're gonna like consolidate more like so, rather than like spreading them out into a conga line towards the enemy. Like, fingers crossed next turn they get to assault anyway. And then these guys get out of here. Okay, so this is going to be Sister's turn 2. We're going to go ahead and... I could move 12 inches first, get over... Oh, I like this idea a lot. So we're going to move 12 inches this way. We're going to swing it around like so. And then we're going to unload our dominions up here. They are all within 2 inches, right? Yes, they are. They're good. Okay. These girls have flamers. I'm actually going to still push them forward a little bit. But not too far forward, because the point is we want to make sure that our flamers can get the entire unit. I'm actually going to quickly drop the template right now just to see. And actually, I can already tell I've moved too far forward, so I'm actually going to move them like here instead. And I'm basically just letting myself preview it because if I was an experienced player, I would know how to do this like by judgment. And I'm just like simulating that, for lack of a better way to describe it. I need to check if those guys keep falling back. They rally. I think they can't move this turn though. Conveniently, these guys are actually up on a hill, so they're a valid target, but this girl can't fucking see the Defiler this turn. That's really annoying. So we're going to push this unit forward 6 more inches. I guess she just has to, like, take out one of the Possessed or something. Yeah, I guess that's, like, all I can do with her, really. Okay, so that is going to be onto the shooting phase. We're going to start off with these two. Melter Guns. 2 attacks that hit on 3s. Go. Oh, that's painful. Oh, I should have absolutely, like, tried to see if I had a relevant miracle. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. That's fine then. Okay, so we are going to then fire the Inferno Pistol. That's going to hit. And then that's going to be +8, 14. Oh, okay, that's big. That is a penetration. So let me find my penetrating hit chart. Okay, so let's see what happens here. That is a 1. Crew stunned. I believe that he ignores crew stunned. Yes, so nothing happened. That is so painful. And then the bolters wouldn't do anything, but I have to fire at the same target, so that's okay. These girls don't have an easy target this turn, do they? Why didn't I move them? I'm gonna move them, is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say I am allowed to reposition them now. Just because I sort of like looked at it and went, what am I thinking? I'm going to move you over here, and then I'm just going to sort of scoot the rest up. We're just going to push forward to just try and start taking this hill more than anything. Okay, the rest of the shooting. The multi-melter is going to go into the Possessed Space Marines. I hit on a 3. I wounded on a 2. They save on a 5. Nope. Okay. 1 dead Possessed Space Marine. I think I save on a 5. I'm going to double check. Yep, save on a 5. Okay. And then the heavy bolters, 12 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 3s, save on 3s. Go. 2 more of these guys are dead. And then the remaining bolt guns all get to fire as well. And they are all within... all but one of them are in half range. So that's going to be 10, 11 attacks. 11 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 4s, save on 3s, go. 1 more guy dead. These girls don't have a target in range unless I want to open fire with my 2 piddly little storm bolters. The alternative is I fire on these guys. I'm not even sure if falling back units can fire. I'm going to say they can't. I'm not going to go look that up. It's going to power through this part. So I'm going to snap back over here. I'm going to do this one next. This is the heavy flamer. It heavy flames all of them. So the entire unit is hit. That is going to be 5 attacks that hit on 1s, that will wound on 3s, and that will save on 3s. Go. Only one guy dead. Unfortunate. Oh my goodness, kill him. There we go. And then the remaining still hits all of them. Nice. 4 hits on 1, wounds on 4s, saves on 3s. Go. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4 girls here. 4 attacks. Hit on 3s, wound on 4s, save on 3s. Go. Nothing. And then the Immolator. What does the Immolator have? I know it has, like, I think it has just Twin-Link Flamers, which count as a heavy flamer. Oh no, Twin Heavy Flamers, they can reroll failed wounds. Yeah, failed rolls to wound. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to drop this. Being perfectly honest, I can angle this even at the front to hit all of them. So, 4 attacks, hit on 1s, wound on 3s, with re-rolling misses, and then they save on 3s. Go. 2 more dead, both coming out of the Flamer boys. Alright, nice. Now then, Dominions. We cannot hit... Well, we can hit the Havocs. Maybe I hit the Havocs instead. I was gonna hit the Chaos Lord, but I kinda like hitting the Havocs more, I think. Yeah, I think I like that more. And that sort of tells me if what I need to do with these Battle Sisters, if I'm putting it into the Possessed or if I'm going straight for the Havocs. Okay, we can do it into the Havocs. So it's gonna be 4 attacks. We will hit on 3s, we will wound on 2s, they'll save on 7s. Go. Oof, only 1 hit, that's painful. That doesn't even kill a heavy bolter. And then, yeah, I have these 2 shots. They count as moves because they count as moved because the transport moved. 4s to wound, 3s to save. Go. Nothing. Yeah, expected outcome. To be totally fair, realistically, if I hit this guy, it wouldn't have killed him either. So that's fine. I think I'm going to try and just clear out the Possessed, honestly, is what I'm going to do. Let's minimize potential future problems. So that's going to be 1... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Closest guy. We go off the closest guy. Yeah, they're all in range, so that's going to be... Hang on. How many are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... 19, 20. Okay, yep, so there's a full 20, so there's going to be 22 attacks that hit on 3s, that wound on 4s, and save on 3s. Go. 3 more dead. We didn't even kill them all. That's ridiculous. Okay, so then they make a morale check and a morale check. Let's go ahead and roll that. 2d6. 6 for them, 6 for those guys. I think they both pass. I'm like 100% certain they both pass. Yeah. Leadership 10, the leadership 9. Well, 10 actually, because I have the, that leader there. Okay. That's an expected outcome. These guys get a -1, but like it's fine. Okay. Penitent Engine. She took 27 attacks last turn. She killed 2 guys. So she is going to take 23 attacks this turn, I believe. I'm not counting. I should have said 3s. That's only 12. Okay. And then she gets 1d6 attacks back. 5 attacks back this turn. Okay, cool. 5 attacks. Hit on 4s, wound on 2s, save on 7s. Go. 3 more dead guys. Alright, that's not enough to prompt a morale check. I don't think it ever will be enough to prompt a morale check. And that is end of turn 2. That was only turn 2. This is ridiculous. How long have I been recording for? I have been here for 51 minutes. Holy. I mean, to be fair, I've paused to check things a lot, so like that's to be expected that I'm slowing down a bit from my usual speed, but still, that's ridiculous. Okay, so at this point, he's actually in range. So, Chaos turn 3. I want to kill that Immolator again. I think the Havoc's... okay. Let's really think about this. We're going to run the Possessed Space Marine down to here. If I can kill this Multi-Melter Celestian, I'll be very happy. I'm going to move the Defiler forward a little bit, I think. Because I just want to kill this unit if I can. So yeah, we're going to move him like 6 inches this away. And we're going to face him right down this way. I have schemes. I am concocting a scheme. Okay, so next up we are going to do... I think that's all of my movement right now, actually. These guys are fine where they are. Like, yeah, they're... Oh, nah, I don't like where they are. They're going to go 12 inches this way. We're basically swinging them over here so they get away from the Immolator. Because I don't want to risk the Immolator getting to kill them next time for free. Okay, so that is going to be the shooting phase then. So I'm going to start with those two that I just moved. And then like this, and I can actually hit all of them. Oh, that's so good. That's so juicy. And then I think the same is going to be true for the other guy. Yes. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sisters. So I'll do 6 first. 1s, 3s. Is that right? Yes, right. 3s. 1 dead, and then it's going to be 5 for the next guy. 5, 1s, 3s. 3s, go. Another 1 dead. Okay. Not bad. Next up, the Chaos Lord. So with the Etherlance, that gets used like a flamer. So I'm going to hit like this to get all the sisters, and I actually get to hit the Immolator too, but it's a strength 4 weapon, so it won't do any damage. But that is going to be 6 attacks that hit on 1s, wound on 3s, and save on 7s. It doesn't give you armor saves, so that is 4 dead Dominions. Sheesh. Good job, buddy. Next up, we're going to have the Las Cannon fire on the Immolator again. And it misses. These guys just cannot do their damn job, can they? Next up, the, this one. So yeah, we're going to drop this. That's going to hit a lot of people. I'm not even going to try and maximize that one. So that's going to be these 3 take a hit. One of them has a special save. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to use that yet. Okay, so... The Palatine, I think, also has a higher toughness. Let me double check that. Nope, he doesn't. Never mind. I'm thinking of Warhammer Fantasy. Okay, so... 3 attacks. Hit on 1s. Wound on 2s. Yeah, 2s. Save on 3s. Go. So I'm actually going to pull the... I'm going to pull the Veteran Superior. That technically gets me another Faith Point. I haven't used them yet, but that brings me up to 3 Faith Points. And then these ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 girls. So, whoops. Not you. 10 attacks. Hit on 1, wound on 3s. Save on, sorry, wound on 2s, save on 3s. Go. 3 dead, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I think I was formally declaring the attack on the Celestians, so I do need to fire the other gun at the Celestians as well, which is going to be, if I stop closing all my notes, 2 rerolling hits, strength 7 AP 4, so 2 hits on 3s, reroll and misses, wounds on 2s, saves on 3s, go. Nothing. Okay, that is the end of that shooting. Next up, so Las Cannon team is already done. I think can I split shots actually? Let me double check that. I should really play as correctly as I can. Okay, indirectly, I've actually found the answer without needing to go where I was looking. The answer is no. The guys who can't do the wound the immolator can't split their shots, which sucks, but it is what it is. I guess I could actually try and heavy bolt it into the side of it, but I don't want to do that. So we're gonna do this guy firing at the multi-melter Celestian. He hits on a 3, he misses. Okay, doesn't matter. And then heavy bolter. I think I just want to shred this unit as best I can because this guy's going in. And like I kind of know what my plan, what I'm scheming for this unit, for that attack, but I don't want to metagame it. So that's 6 dead. That's actually gonna be 25%, huh? And that one's gonna be, yes, a lot of morale checks going on this turn. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of that. So morale checks on 1, 2, 3 units. Let's go. Go Dominions first. They pass. Then the other girls, they pass. And then finally the big unit, that fails, and they start falling back 7 inches. And they will fall back towards this direction, is sort of like the shortest safe path, because obviously these guys are here in the way. Okay, the assault phase then. Let me pull my casualties real quick. The assault phase, the Defiler's going in, obviously. The Possessed Space Marine is going in on this one. These guys... I'm actually going to charge this unit here with them. I think we can beat this unit in combat. These guys have used all of their stuff. This guy, however, can charge. Okay. So now we have a power weapon hitting this one. Which I just realized I don't know what power weapons actually do in melee combat. And I probably should have checked that. Why did I think he could do damage to it, actually? It's a great question now I think about it. Yeah, he's only got strength 4. He actually can't wound it, so I'm not going to do that. That's really stupid of me. I think the answer is actually going to have to be that I charge this unit instead. Yeah, I just sort of like had it in my head that power weapons help in killing vehicles, but nothing that I can see suggests that that's the case. So I think these guys are just kind of stuck until the Penitent Engine kills them all, unfortunately. On the flip side, the Chaos Defiler has the exact same situation, so that's great for him. These girls are probably not surviving this fight. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with, over here, the Possessed Space Marine charging the Celestian. Possessed Space Marines are Initiative 4. The Celestian is, I believe, Initiative 4 as well. Yes, I think that means that they attack at the same time. I'm going to say it does. So Celestian gets 1 attack, because she has a bolter, but she will hit on a 3+, because she always hits on 3+ against... Never mind, doesn't matter. Not important, not relevant. He hits on 4s, he wounds her on 2s, and she saves on 3s. Go. Oh, wow, she survived. Good job. Way to go, girl. Okay, the Chaos Defiler. I am activating the... What is it called? Spirit of the Martyr. So I need to roll equal to or current or over the number of models. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a little bit difficult, but let's go for it. That's 2d8, my bad. 2d6, nope, okay. So, they have failed, so they don't get the benefit from it. That's really unfortunate. But, with weapon skill 2 versus their weapon skill of 4, he only hits on... he only has 2 attacks. So he's actually not that strong in melee, but that's okay. 2 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 2s, save on 7s. He's putting it into the Celestians. He wants to kill things. Alright, 1 dead Celestian. These girls get to attack back. So this one can't. So it's going to be 1, 2. She can't. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls can attack back. Could this one attack? Yes. But this one is technically the one that's dead, isn't it? So I'm going to change my killing around just to make that clear. And then that's 4 attacks that hit on 1s. Can't do any damage, but that's okay. We hit on 3s, I should say. 3 successes. And then the Palatine Actually, it's just the same thing. I don't know why I rolled her separately. She doesn't have any way of dealing damage to it, so... yeah, it's going to be 3 attacks, because she has 2 separate weapons. They hit on 3s. Alright, so, like, they're not losing to morale. Over here, these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, minus these 2, 18, 16, 17. 17 attacks, hit on 4s. Go, 8. Yeah, she's not making them break either. 3 attacks. 3 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 2s, save on 7s. Go, nothing. Unfortunate. And then over here, the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord attacks 3. 3 attacks. He hits on 3s because he has weapon skill 5. He wounds on 3s. They save on 7s. Go. Yeah, they're just dead. And then he can consolidate 3 inches, which is going this way. Like, he can't avoid getting hit by the Immolator. He may as well just take it on the chin. And then these guys are 3 attacks total, plus 2 for charging. So 5. 5 attacks. That will hit on 3s. Wound on 3s. Save on 3s. Go. And still they killed 2. This is just get to hit back. 2 attacks. Hit on 4s. Wound on 5s. Save on 3s. I expect nothing. Yep, nothing. Oh, that reminds me. Did the Chaos Defiler... does he have... I don't think he got his bonus 1 attack from charging. I'm just going to roll real quick. That's a hit. That's a wound. It's another dead Celestian. Which should have undone one of the attacks, but like whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter. And then this guy gets to like consolidate and... no, wait. First they check if they're running away, because that's the only one that matters. 2d6. They do flee. They flee 6 inches and are pursued 9. So they lose. They die. These guys get to go this way. And then over here, this was a tie, so that doesn't matter. Okay. That is the end of the Chaos turn. Back to Sisters. I think the answer actually for the Immolator is we ignore that thing, ignore that guy, and we go up here. And we try and destroy what's up here. I forgot to pile these girls in, but they would pile in. This is such a stupid game. Okay, let's see if the Battle Sisters rally. They do, so they're fine. Movement. So these girls are going to go 6 inches this way. Now they're going to go 6 inches up, actually. We're going to start trying to take some territory. These girls are going to go 6 inches, like, around this fight. And I'm just trying to sort of approach this area that needs to be killed. This is such a stupid game. Why am I playing this game? I say that. I'm having fun. I am having fun. Which is why I'm playing this game. Alright, that's all the movement this turn. So then we're going to go ahead and Flamer time. So let's see. I'm going to hit the las cannon unit. I'm going to try and hit all 5 of them. Yep, perfect. But I bet I can actually angle it to get... hang on. Maybe I can angle it this way instead to maximize to the 5. So I'm trying to like be honest about it and fire from the front, and I think the answer is there is no way from here to do that. Hang on. I was only like over there. I could actually just... I know, it's a little cheeky to reposition it after the turn is done, but shh, it's okay. It's my game. I can do what I want. Alright, so that's going to hit these guys, all 5 of these guys, and 2 of these. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be 5 attacks, hit on 1s, wound on 3s, rerolling those wounds, and then they save on 3s. Go. 1 dead. Unfortunate, but like whatever. And then 2 attacks, hit on 1s, wound on 3s, rerolling misses, save on 3s. That's a heavy bolter gone. That's actually pretty big. And notably, that is also a heavy bolter gone that will cause a morale check. So, nice. Okay, so this unit moved up here, so they actually don't have anything they can shoot at. These girls moved, they don't have anything they can shoot. These girls rallied, so they don't have anything they can shoot. So that's actually the end of my shooting phase. So these guys have to take a morale check. 10, they are fleeing. 11 inches. Wow, okay. And the shortest distance is actually going to be this way. Wait, does 10 actually make them flee? Yeah, they have a leadership of 9. Okay, cool. Wild. And I think these guys don't have, and they shall know no fear. Technically it's like listed here, but I don't think it's actually correct. Okay, so what's next? Chaos Defiler. He goes initiative 4. Celestians have the same thing, so I'll roll the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks first. 8 attacks first. To hit on 3s. Go. 7 successes. Okay. They don't do any damage, but like he is temporary. He is not able to like guaranteed win this combat, and he's just going to slowly cut through them. Actually, he didn't cut through any of them this turn. Never mind. Then over here, I said 21 last turn, I think. Wait, I saw 17 dice. 17 dice sounds correct. Yeah. All right. So 17 dice hit on 4s. And then 13 successes. Oof, that's a lot. Okay. And then add d6 for the number of attacks. 2 attacks. 2 attacks, hit on 4s, 1 on 2s, save on 7s. Please kill both. No. Okay. This Penitent Engine is just not able to do anything today, it seems. And then finally over here, Possessed versus Multi-Multi Girl. Multi-Multi Girl hits. She fails to wound. Possessed gets 3 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 2s. Hit on 4s, I should say. Wound on 2s, save on 3s, go. But she is dead. Not big surprise. And then he gets to consolidate 3 inches into this unit. And I believe that counts as an assault in the next turn. I'm calling it that way. I'm done looking at rules. So that's the end of turn 3. Wild. Space Marines. Okay. Havocs, do they rally? That's the question. Yes, they rally, but they can't shoot this turn. Okay, these guys are going to fly up to here, so we can get a nice big flame off on these girls. The Chaos Lord is also going to fly 12 inches this way, because we're going to try and like get him into this area and kill a bunch of girls this way. I think this game might just be like slowly petering out into an awkward draw at this rate. Okay, blast cannon shoots. Misses. These guys cannot hit to save their lives. Okay, so then this unit is... That one's definitely out of range and in melee, so I can't actually shoot at it. But these girls are all hittable, so... If we move it up like that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls hit. 8 attacks, hit on 1, wound on 3, save on 3, go. Only 1 dead. Okay, we're going to pull that aside. And then this guy has the bolter, so he makes 1 attack. Which hits, wounds, doesn't save. Okay, cool. So 2 dead. These guys then kind of have to charge, because if they don't charge, they're just fucking dead in the next turn. Holy. Because like they will just be gunned down by these sisters. I'm actually going to move this one in a little bit. Okay. That is the end of the shooting phase for them, because I don't think I have the range on the template. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I just realized actually they're in like double danger. I didn't even think about this unit, but yeah, that's a problem as well. Okay, so combat, we'll do this one here. 4 attacks from him versus the... What's the initiative on these girls? I think it's only going to be 3. Yeah, it's only 3, so he goes first. So 4 attacks. Hit on 3s, wound on 2s, save on 3s, go. 1 dead Retributor. And then, because like there's 1 in range there, yeah. Can you hit? Yes, you can. It's going to be 6 attacks. Hit on 4s, Wound on 5s, save on 3s. But if even one of these passes, yep, he's dead. Unfortunate for them. And then the Retributors get to move 3 inches closer. I forgot to actually assault these guys in, but they are going in. It's fine. And then that is the end of the movement of the assault phase. I am so all over the place for this. I just want this game. I don't want to say I want this game over, but like I want this game over at the same time, if that makes sense. 3s, 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 5 attacks. Yeah, that's right. Nothing. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be... You're in range. So that's going to be 4 girls out of range. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in range. Okay, 8 attacks back. Hit on 4s. They wound on 5s. They save on 3s. Let's go. Nothing. Alright, so this is just like a tied combat. That's cool. Over here. 17 attacks that hit on 4s. Go. Only 4 successes. Ooh. Hang on. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We didn't roll very well. But you know what? Hey, 4 attacks is more than I've been making. Well, 3 attacks is more than I've been making recently. So hey, that's something. These girls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks hit on 3s. Go. 6 of them. 2 attacks hit on 4s. Wound on 2s. Save on 7s. Go. 2 more dead Celestians. Okay. Now this is where we bust out using the remaining faith points for the next couple of turns to give them invulnerable saves, I think. Alright, and that is going to be the end of that turn. So, do we kill the las cannon? Okay, are we in range with these girls, actually? Yes, we are. The heavy bolters are online. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move these girls. Ooh, I like this plan. We're going to move these girls up onto the hill. So this gives them line of sight onto the Chaos Lord. How do I want to move the Immolator? Okay, I gotta really think about this. The Immolator is... I think the Immolator wants to kill these Chaos Havocs more than anything else. So we're going to scoop down here. No, we're going to cut right up this way. And then we're going to position like so. So we can just blaze through these guys. And we are still giving the side armor to the las cannon. I do not want to give it the rear at all. But I think we have it with the Retributors, honestly. Okay. Shooting phase. We'll start with the Retributors. So that's going to be 4 attacks. Or 12 attacks, sorry. Hit on 3s. We wound on 3s, and they save on 3s. Let's go. 3 wounds. So, all that remains is the las cannon. That is hilarious. But there's a chance that he flees, and if he flees, I don't think he rallies in this game. So, we have these guys getting hit. 3 attacks, 1s, 3s to wound, rerolling saves, or rerolling failed wounds, and 3s to save. 2 dead. Okay, this might be the turn that blows it all open for us. So then we're going to do these Battle Sisters. They're going to open fire. We have only 4 shots. I know only 4 shots is pretty bad, but we hit on 3s. He has a toughness of 4, I believe. You know, I kind of like that the characters aren't like special in terms of strength and toughness in this game. That's really cool. And then 2s to save, go. Nothing. Expected, but that's fine. Okay. And then morale checks for these 2. Let's see. 6 and 7. Okay, so they both pass. That's really obnoxious, but that's okay. Whatever. What happens, happens. Assault phase. We'll start over here. This was 17 before. I killed 2. Did I kill 2? Yeah, I killed 2. So 17 drops by 2 more, by 4 to become 13. 13 attacks hit on 4s, go. 8 successes. Yes, no way that we're breaking these guys this turn. It's only going to be 2 attacks. I cannot roll attacks on this character to save my life. Holy. This Penitent Engine sucks. But also, like, they've tied up a massive unit all game, so, like, I can't complain too much. But, like, also, it sucks. Next up, we're going to do the Palatine. We are going to start spending... We have 3 faith points. Well, 2 faith points. This is turn 4. We can save it one more turn. No, I don't want to do that, actually. I'm going to go for it. 2d6. Yep, they're fine. Okay, so they're going to get a 3+ save on this. So he makes 2 attacks. He hits on 4s. He wounds on 2s. They save on 3s. Go. I expect nothing. I got nothing. I don't need to roll their hits. It's fine. Over here, the Chaos Raptors are going to be doing 3 attacks. They hit on 3s. They wound on 3s. Sister save on 3s. Go. That is 1 dead sister. Oh, I forgot to pile them in, but like... Yeah, the girls who couldn't hit would pile in a bit to get into range. So that's going to be all of them now are hitting back. Yep, okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. 11 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 3s, go. 1 dead raptor. Down to 1 guy left in this fight. So this is end of turn 4. This is coming down to the wire. Honestly, I am loving this game, though. So, what do we do? These guys... Realistically, a heavy bolter... No, I guess you can actually do some damage to the Immolator in theory. And there's no reason to move him. It's 2 turns left. Because it's turn 5. So, like, what, he gets up here and he just fucking dies to the hail of Retributor Fire? No, thank you. I think what we need to do is... I really want to free up the Defiler, so I'm going to move the Chaos Lord over here. So I can flamer these Battle Sisters. I'm going to slam into the Palatine. And this is potentially a bad decision, because I am giving them a target. But I'm hoping that my superior initiative and everything will get me through this fight. So, let's see then. Shooting phase, we will do the las cannon at the Immolator. If we kill it, that's huge. We miss. This fucking las cannon has been useless all game. He has had one job, and he has failed at it every single time. Okay, so I actually need 6s. So I'm just gonna like roll 2 dice. 16 on 6s. Nothing. Okay. Understandable. Next up, Templar. Mr. Templar. We are blasting these sisters up on the hill. Because if we can kill them all, or kill enough of them to get them to flee, then that breaks a huge part of these sisters' stranglehold on the map. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are hit. The strength 4. And it is... Actually, strength 4 ignores armor saves. So... It's going to be, I said 5. Yep, 5. That will wound on 3s. Go. 4 dead battle sisters. That sucks, unfortunately. Okay, so leadership test for the last one. She is okay. She is standing her ground. Next up, assault phase. He slams into her. Let us begin with over here. So Chaos Raptor, 2 attacks, 3s, 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 go, nothing. Oh yeah, these girls would have piled in even more. And then that's going to be 11 attacks. Hit on 3, or hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 3s, go, nothing. Okay, he survives this turn. Up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 12, 13 attacks. I think I've already rolled that. I don't know why I did the math. 7 successes. So she can't possibly break. Can I please... honestly, this is deserved bad luck for how horrendous the las cannon is doing. Is what's going on here. It's just an even trade. That's all this is. These girls are going to make the leadership check. they have succeeded at... Okay, well, not leadership check, the test of faith check. Okay, so they are going to all hit the Chaos Lord. Interestingly, Palatine actually has the hardest time to hit him, which is really funny to me. So we're going to do the 3 Celestians first. 3 attacks that hit on 3s, that wound on 5s, and he saves on 2s. Go. Yeah, nothing that's what I expected. 3 attacks from the Palatine. She hits on 4s. She wounds on 5s. That's unfortunate, but he saves on 7s. Go. Nothing. And then he gets to make 3 attacks. He's putting these all into the Palatine. He will hit on 3, hit her on 3s. He'll wound her on 3s. And she will save on 3s because she has an invulnerable save equal to her armor save this turn. So nothing happens on that front. And then the Defiler makes 2 attacks. Hits on 4s, wounds on 2s, saves on 3s. Nothing. Completely drawn out combat there. Honestly, nothing much happened for that one. That is the end of the Chaos turn. Capturing board edges. How does this actually work? I just realized I don't know off the top of my head if I need a, like, half-strength unit or what to capture a board edge. So I'm going to quickly double-check that. Okay, so this battle sister cannot do anything to secure terrain anymore. Neither can these guys. So right now, the Immolator is actually holding this table quarter, if this dies, I guess. This table quarter isn't held at all. Okay. We're gonna do something a little bit crazy. We're going 12 inches down this way. We're not contesting this board edge because we have the Penitent Engine and these guys. I don't think these guys are gonna break, but I don't think they can't kill the Penitent Engine, so actually they're just stuck in this situation. A similar situation with the Defiler is going on here. There is no way out for these ones. If this guy dies, I think this table quarter is controlled inherently by, like, these girls, so we're going to try and push this way if that happens. I guess we push up. Actually, I don't think we can hold either of these. So I think the Sisters of Battle have it, but it's close, is the feeling. So, that's the movement. That's the... is that the only movement? I guess not, because she can't really see him, and she's not in range, so... If I move her, like, here... Is she in range now? Yeah, she is. Okay, so that's just gonna be, like, 2 extra shots at this guy, basically. These girls obviously don't want to move because I have the heavy bolters. So, let's go ahead and open fire on Mr. Lascannon. Double attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 3s, actually, yep, because it's strength 5, and save on 3s, go. He's dead, hallelujah. Flame Templar, I don't need to check it. I know that this guy's gonna get, I'm gonna check it. Yep, okay, he's in range, that's fine. I just, like, suddenly have that panic of, like, what if I'm too far away? That was, like, a really stupid thought, but whatever. Wounds, saves. That's unfortunate, but, like, whatever. I don't actually care that much about this guy. I just need to get away from him. Okay. So this girl didn't need to do that, but that's fine. Assault phase. Once again, we're going to do the Chaos Raptor. 2 attacks. Hit on 3s. Wound on 3s. Save on 3s. So much armor. And then there's going to be 11 attacks from the Piling Sisters. Hopefully he dies. Like, please, just perish. No, he doesn't. Okay, so I used up... I think I already used all my faith. Yeah, I did. Okay, that's unfortunate. So, what are we going to do here? Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to do something really stupid, which is... We are going to let the Chaos Lord attack first, actually, because the Chaos Lord has the highest initiative, and then we can make our decision. So he is going to put his attacks... I think he's going to put his attacks into the Celestians this time, actually. Who do I want to kill? I want to kill the Palatine. I really want to kill the Palatine. So 3 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 3s, save on 4. No, I want to kill the Celestians. I want them dead. I don't hit armor on this one. Okay, so the 2 Celestians are dead. Now, at this point, look, wounding him is unlikely, but he doesn't have any fucking armor. So yeah, I'm going to just try and wound him with her again. So 3 attacks. Hits on 4s, wounds on 5s, saves on 7s. Go. Nothing. Unfortunate. Celestine is going to hit the big guy. She hits, and then he is going to make 2 attacks. That will hit... Oh, actually, I'm going to say I have to allocate all of them into the thing, so it's fine. Nothing. Okay. Still... That's a loss by 1, so they have to make a morale check. They are fine. They have passed. Okay. So then... Oh, this fight too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 11. No attacks, hit on 4. Let's go. Only 4 successes. There's hope. There's hope. Never mind. There's no hope. There's no hope left in man. Nothing. Yeah, she just can't do anything this game, it seems. Alright, so that's going to be the end of turn 5. Turn 6, literally no decisions left to be made for the Chaos Space Marines. Heavy Bolter is just going to fire 3 shots into the Immolator. If I get a 6, there's a chance that this game... Oh, there's a 6. Okay. There's a chance that this is a tied game at this rate, then. Actually, I guess actually, yeah, there is, because these guys could consolidate 3 inches down. Oh, I know, I see how that should work out. Okay. So, I need to find the vehicle rules is what I need for taking damage. Okay, so there is a 1 in 6 chance it's destroyed. Let's see. 2, crew shaken. The vehicle may not shoot next turn, embarked troops may disembark, and the vehicle may still move. Okay, that's unfortunate. That didn't help at all. But if it was a 4 or a 6, that would have, or even a 3, honestly, it probably would have actually changed the outcome of this game. So like that was really important, but not important enough. Over here, Penitent Engine, let's do that. I'll make her attacks first. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I've been watching too much District V. My apologies, everyone. 1, 2, 3. That is the randomest tangent, unless you know exactly what I'm talking about. For context on that one, I've been specifically watching, the character Bluebell, who is doing Hunter Nystrom, and she says okay like that a lot. Okay, so this is actually tied combat, but she did so much damage that it's actually gonna... Oh wait, actually, genuinely, I actually think we killed the plasma guns here, is what we do. So these guys are now going to be stuck in this fight a little bit longer. Chaos Raptor, 2 attacks. 3s, 3s, 3s. Nothing. 11 attacks. Please, guys, kill him. Please, I am begging you. 5s, 3s. Yes, finally, he has been, like, torn down in by a gang of angry sisters. Exactly what you like to see. Unless you're a Chaos player, I guess. But I'm not a Chaos player, so it's fine. Okay, Chaos Lord, he is going to put everything into the Palatine again. I want her dead. 3, 3, 4, go. Nothing. I think we put everything into the Defiler, because we might be able to win this fight this way. So that's going to be 4 attacks that hit on 3s. Go. 2 successes. And then he gets 2 attacks that hit on 3s. They hit on 4s. Wound on 2s. Save on 7s. Go. Only 1. That's the Meltagun Lady dead. But she wins the combat. And I have to check how multiple combats work with Dreadnoughts now. But I'm pretty sure that the multiple combats where there's a Dreadnought, or one of both sides, the infantry units have to check them out if they lose as normal. Okay, so he has a chance of fleeing. 2d6. He is still in it. Okay. Unlikely that he would flee there, but like possible. And then that is the end of the Chaos turn. So we're going to scoot the Immolator down to here, 12 inches. we are going to sprint our battle sisters 6 inches this way. They aren't making it to where I need them to go. This battle sister can do nothing, so that's going to be... I'm going to just move these girls 6 inches just to be extra safe. There's not really any threat, but like I'm being careful all the same. Okay, this is the... Of course, Penitent Engine doesn't do anything, really. But... maybe she kills another guy. 1 dead. Okay. If they fail all 5 of their attacks... Actually, hang on, that's 6, 7 attacks. Okay, if they fail all 7 of their attacks... Nope, never mind. Didn't matter. And then over here, 3 attacks from the Chaos Lord, 3 attacks, hit on 3s, wound on 3s, save on 4s, go. Oh, 1 wound on the Palatine. She is going to make 3 attacks. I'm just going to put it all into the Chaos Lord. I don't care. I want to just try my luck. Nope. The Chaos Defiler, 2 attacks. Hit on 4s, wound on 2s, she stays on 4s. Go, nothing. Okay. Oh, but she did lose the fight, actually. Oh, shit. Okay. So she might be fleeing. Okay, this might be important. Let's see. 2d6. Nah, she's fine. Okay. And that is, I believe, end of turn 6. Yep, that's end of turn 6. So let's go ahead and calculate some winners and losers. So that's 24 by 36. Yep, and then this way. Okay. So this one has a Defiler in it, and ooh, nothing to counterclaim it. This one has a Retributor squad, and nothing to counterclaim it because the Chaos Lord isn't big enough. The Penitent Engine... Oh wait, no, this is below half strength actually. Yep, okay, so this one is claimed as well. I'm so mad that this Penitent Engine actually was on this side. I didn't realize that she was. I should have realized that she was. Because... I guess actually it's fine. They still own 2. Okay, so that is a Sisters of Battle victory. It could have been a slightly bigger Sisters of Battle victory, but it is a Sisters of Battle victory nonetheless. This game was stupid. I think I did something wrong. I feel like the way I played the Walkers was just incorrect, but like I don't know. So like if I did something wrong, please tell me. Or was I just like really stupid with like charging them in when I shouldn't have? I should have like kept the Defiler back and used it for gunfire. I think I probably was actually the correct decision, but like he's so cool. I want to send him in and use his snappy claws. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Will there be more 40k? Yes, there will definitely be more 40k. I am enjoying playing 3rd edition. I love Imperial Guard as well, so that's on the list. I'm going to do some Tyranids, I'm going to do some Necrons. I always dreamed of having a Necron army because all my friends collected Necrons, and I refused to like be part of the group that was collecting Necrons, but I wanted some. Eldar will happen eventually, I guess. I don't think about Eldar much. But, so more 40k. 11th edition is coming soon, and I am begrudgingly going to play a little bit of 11th edition. And there is going to obviously be more Warhammer Fantasy in the future. The Warhammer Fantasy, however, is going to start to sort of fade a little bit. Not because I don't want to keep playing Warhammer Fantasy, but because I'm working on a really big Warhammer Fantasy campaign, and I don't want to just give you nothing but Warhammer Fantasy. So if you're getting like a video of that every week for a while, because I'm like pre-recording all of the live battle reports, and then once I put out the narrative version, you get like the live battle reports while I'm working on that, I don't want to then also be putting out more Warhammer Fantasy in between that. I want to do a 40k campaign. It's going to be a Witch Hunters focused one. We might see a little bit of Inquisitor in the future, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, that's sort of like where my mind is at right now. I had a Warhammer Fantasy one planned next. I'm not going to do it. I'm probably going to be grabbing my friends to play as well, because I've been like wanting to do that for a while, but I wanted to wait until the 4th Wing video came out to sort of like debut my friends on the channel. But Giselle's going to be coming back. We're going to play some Warhammer Fantasy. Vance is coming back. We're going to probably play some 40k. Xander, who you have not seen yet, is going to be appearing. He's going to be playing Warhammer Fantasy as well. I have a lot planned, basically, is what I'm saying. And fingers crossed I get back into the zone to actually work on that. So, until then, boy.